Hi, my name is Kelly Mount. I'd love to invite you to join me for a Jin Shin Jyutsu Basics Seminar. If you're not familiar with our education, it's the foundational course for students and practitioners. In this course, you'll learn how to become a practitioner of this ancient art, Jin Shin Jyutsu. Jin Shin Jyutsu translates as the art of the creator through compassionate beings. Mary Burmeister, who brought Jin Shin Jyutsu to the United States in the 1950s, talked about human beings. She says we're not human goalings, human doings, or even human trying tos, but we're human beings, and B is an acronym for breath essence. At the simplest core of this art is the breath. We exhale from our head to our toes, unloading and letting go. We inhale up the back, receiving from our toes to our head, renewing, revitalizing, and re-energizing our energy battery. In Mary Burmeister's Self-Help Book 1, she asks some really fundamental questions, which always spark my curiosity and imagination. And this is one reason why we call Jin Shin Jyutsu an art and not a technique, because it is a skillful use of our creative energy. So Mary asks us these questions. What makes the heart beat? What makes breathing possible? What makes digestion possible? What makes the car engine start when you put the key in the ignition? Well, the answer is energy. We're all created from energy. You know, it's interesting. Many people would never dream of not servicing their car. If the check engine light comes on, or the oil light comes on, or the brake light comes on, your car goes to the shop. And yet we live in these human bodies for almost a century. And many of us don't stop to think about, well, how do I take care of this human body? So in our basic seminar, we'll study Mary Burmeister's Textbook 1 and Textbook 2, and we'll learn how to harmonize this energy battery, this source of life that breathes me into existence and maintains and sustains me throughout my lifetime. At the fundamental core root of Jin Shin Jyutsu, we talk about our 5 primary attitudes: worry, fear, anger, sadness and grief, and trying to, or too much effort, trying too hard. And fatigue, which is all energized through the center of the palms of the hands, our jumper cables, which connect us to source. So in this energetic story, our physical body is created through the breath, through an energy channel that we call the main central, our source, our midline. And our physically manifested body, that source is the spine. But the energy that creates the spine moves through the body in this central channel, down the center. From this center, a right supervisor flow and a left supervisor flow are born. And they do exactly what they sound like. They monitor, maintain, and sustain the functions of the right and left sides of the body. Do you ever notice that you feel more tension or discomfort on one side or the other? This might be your supervisor energy speaking to you. The third part of this harmonizing trinity is what we call the mediator flow. It flows diagonally through the body, connecting each side, right and left supervisor, back to the source. From this movement of energy, we have our 26 safety energy locks, or our keys to unlocking our health, vitality, and harmony. In Textbook 1, we'll learn the flows that support these 26 safety energy locks and this trinity energy in the body. When we move into Textbook 2, we begin to talk about the human body. Now that we live in this manifested house, how do we keep it healthy throughout our lifetime? You know, it's normal for us to be human, to experience those 5 primary attitudes. And we also have 5 key elements that help us to live in harmony in the body. Things like water, air, fire, earth and our quintessence. So we begin to look at the big picture, how we have this energetic story that creates the body. And once we live in this body, what happens to us in our lifetime? We all have a genetic disposition, an ancestral energy that we carry, an ancestral inheritance. Through our lifetime, we have accident, injury, trauma, and illness that affect the body. And wherever we feel discomfort or tension is never the source. The symptom is never the source. And Jin Shin Jyutsu helps us to address the root cause or the simple source for the disharmony that we experience. So in textbook 2, we really get to look at how we keep healthy in this human body. We'll also do fun things like learn about body reading. So we discover what characteristics the body is telling us about. We will listen to the pulse. We get to hear the whisperings of the divine, talking to us about how we bring this body back into health, into harmony, and in vitality. The one thing that I really love about the art is that our focus is always on the harmony that is present. As long as we have a breath in this body, we have the opportunity and possibility for transformation and change. So I'd like to end sharing one of my favorite quotes from Mary Burmeister. She says that within each one of us lies the power to cast all misery aside, to know complete peace and oneness, to be that beautiful creation of perfect harmony, to truly know, help myself. I hope you'll join me for this journey of a lifetime that never ends, and this is just a beginning.